Do you think that America shouldn't have gone into that Second World War?
Yeah, and that is a radical statement. People don't know how to deal with that because we've all been so brainwashed by the school system to believe that, well, look how great things are. Let me ask you about your country. Do you think that your country has become greater since? Has our country become greater since? Absolutely not. This whole idea of international liberalism. Now it's not just about your problems, it's about solving the world's problems. Let's make sure that in Pakistan there's a trans flag waving. No, I actually, if Pakistan does not want to wave a trans flag, I don't even want to wave a trans flag, but why is this my business? And they're constantly trying to pollute you to make you think that it is your business. No, I actually am comfortable if that's going to be the newest smear that I have to wear, that we're isolationists. Good. I want to be concerned with just America's problems. As soon as those get resolved, I'm happy to pick up our head and say, oh, well, you know what? There are our friends over there in the UK. Let's see how they're doing, if we can help them. But America first.
But Japan did attack Pearl Harbor, so presumably you would have reacted to that.
Yeah, I mean, yes, look at it. I think, of course, if you're ever talking about a threat in terms of your nation being attacked, you should always have an equal response. But at the moment,
so that war was just.
But a response was just, right? Does the response necessarily dictate a world war? These are questions that should be relegated, I think, to an academic discussion. These would be interesting academic discussions. I'd love to get a bunch of people and to play out those scenarios. What if we had just responded to Japan and dealt with the threat? I haven't had the time to sit down and think about it, and I definitely don't want to do that on the fly and get that wrong. But it would be a very interesting discussion to think about other options in terms of responding to things. Tucker Carlson a couple of weeks ago said that he wouldn't have dropped a nuke, and the world went, what are you talking about? And I said, no, he's absolutely correct. The war was essentially over. Japan was already negotiating their surrender. They had been literally on the defense for 2 years. There was no reason that we needed to drop that bomb on a Catholic church, no less, in Nagasaki in order to end the war. That's garbage that you're being taught in your school system, and it's making it so that you don't think critically and that you don't question government initiatives when they say, rah, 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 let's go to war. Let's have the courage to talk about what the military-industrial complex is and whether or not it's serving us. Because let me tell you something. If we're sending trillions of dollars and trillions of dollars overseas, and they're taking money from us every second of the day to fight wars, and you're telling me that we don't even have a secure border, that's fraud. I don't care which way they try to spin it. I don't care how many sad stories they try to tell us. That is absolute fraud being enacted upon the American people.
To many Americans, saying that we shouldn't go to war because of Pearl Harbor sounds like weakness or maybe even cowardice. How do you respond to that?
Well, war is not responding, Grandma. I'm not saying that there should always be an equal response to make sure that you are, in fact, secure anytime you are attacked. But to call that cowardice at the very same time saying that we have a porous border and we should do nothing. No, that's cowardice. This is way worse. What's happening right now in our country right now is way worse, okay? We have a bunch of people coming in. We don't know who they are. They're coming everywhere from Kazakhstan, from China. We have men that are traveling alone. It's pretty obvious the writing is on the wall if there's going to be another terror attack. And then when it happens, we're going to say what? Oh, we need a world war? No, we could have avoided this world war if we had secured our borders. There are ways to avoid war, and it's not by just taxing the American people out of existence. So, I take great exception to the idea that the only response can ever be a world war when you are attacked. I think that we need to learn real lessons and to implement real changes to avoid world wars.